Okay, that's not supposed to be up there, but welcome to Real News Live. Hi, I'm your host, Mike Barra, in Las Vegas, Nevada. It is an Eclipse Monday, Jen. It's a. By the way, there's a Jen account on Telegram. Is that you, or is that?
I don't. I only have Philosophy or Jennifer Philadoring.
So block the Jen. It's a fake Jennifer account. Block it. It is an Eclipse Monday. We are going to get a total solar eclipse over a huge swath of the country, running right through Texas, over Eagles Pass, and all the way up past Niagara Falls. So this ought to be a really interesting day. We are going to give you full-time eclipse coverage. Jen, I think the eclipse in Vegas is actually within this hour. It's around the 11 o'clock hour or so. So I'm leaving the windows open, and maybe we'll see it get darker out there. It's a pretty clear, sunny, day, no clouds. So if the eclipse begins to occur, it should be interesting stuff, and we will be sharing various web pages as the show goes on that might show you some stuff about what's going on with the eclipse. There's one station right now. The Associated Press has cameras in 4 locations: Mazatlan, Mexico; Niagara Falls, Illinois; and Cleveland. And then there's the live solar eclipse tracker from Detroit, Michigan, where we don't expect really anything for quite some time to come. But it is a big Eclipse Monday. And
doesn't that look like the back of the eyeball when they take the picture for glaucoma or whatever?
Yeah,
it does. Where you've got the center there. It's like a dark mark on the eyeball. Let's just keep an eye on that.
That's junction.
Like the back of an eyeball. It really does.
I can see a kind of a dark shadow on the left there. Maybe the eclipse is actually starting, but I don't know. You wouldn't see a shadow on the sun, would you? I don't think you would, but anyway. Okay, well, we will leave that in the background. And Jen got very big there. We will leave that in the background, and we will come on and show you from time to time as things are going on. Now, I would like to reiterate what I said the other day. Remember if it was on our show, Jen, but I said, look, I'm not saying that the RV is going to happen today. I'm saying today would be the perfect day for the RV because there's so much other stuff going on and it would get buried in the news. And you're going to have these physical after effects. You're going to have storms and earthquakes and things over the next few days because the effect of an eclipse, which is in my book, The Choice, is the alignment is important, but the tangents of the alignment. In other words, when the moon passes in front, let's say this is the sun, okay? When the moon passes in front of it, that's important. But when the edges touch, when the beams are crossed there, that's also critically important. So you're probably going to get some effects later on in the next week. We had 2, 3, 4 earthquakes last week. The biggest earthquake in 140 years in the New Jersey, New York area, right over Bedminster, which I thought was, did they try to kill Trump with an earthquake, Jen?
No, that was underground activity.
So, do not let anybody tell you that I called the RV for today. I'm just saying today would be the perfect day for it because there's so many other things going on and so many other things that are distracting people right now. That doesn't mean they're going to do it. Jen, do you have any Jentel?
I have quite a bit.
You have quite a bit. So
I don't know if it makes any sense. I just sat in there for a while and tried to hear everything I could.
Well, I haven't read it. I haven't seen it. But Jen, as things go, usually when you say stuff, I can link it up with other things. So one other thing I wanted to tell people too is during an eclipse, your hopes and prayers and thoughts are amplified because of the alignments and the shifts in the physical reality and the electromagnetic fields around you. So take this time. It's hard not to be negative, but take this time to be as positive as you can. When the eclipse happens here, I think about 10:53 or 11. Anyway, in the next hour, I'm going to just keep thinking, bring in the RV, bring in the RV, bring in the RV. You got to stay positive during this time because your powers of creation are amplified during alignments. And this is an alignment of interstellar, stellar, planetary bodies. And that's very important. Okay, Jen.
And what are the elements of conscious creation? See it, say it, be it.
See it, say it, be it. So the
In your
RV is going to
feel
happen.
the emotions of that. Say it in your mind. You don't have to say things out loud. And then trust that it's coming.
The RV is going
Don't
to
doubt
happen.
it. Just to try to eliminate that doubt, because that's going to chip away at your creation.
I'm sorry, is my mic off? Am I muted? Because
No.
you keep talking when I'm talking. Sorry.
Because you interrupted me when I was saying something. That's how that goes.
But you stop.
Because you're a pain in the ass.
We don't want dead air, so Mike has to fill the dead air. All right, one more thing. The RV is going to happen this week. That's what I'm going to say out loud. I just said it out loud. I'm going to say it in my mind during this next 2 or 3 hour period of this eclipse, and for a few days afterwards. The RV, and what I mean by that is that the RV is going to happen publicly this week. Boom. I'm saying it. All right, Jen. Love you. Let's go to the Jentel. Let me get your banner up, and we will let you run. Go.
Hi. Okay. This is Jentel for 4/8/24, the Eclipse Day Interdimensional Meditation by Jennifer Falad Doring in the 6th level of heaven with Archangel Michael and Gabriel. So I went in to meditation. First asked about the eclipse. Asked them to show me anything that would happen with the eclipse. Now, if anything major catastrophic happens, I usually don't see that because that would cause me needless suffering, trying to run around, the sky is falling, freak out with nothing I can do about it. So if I miss something,
I just want to let everybody know it started to happen. So it is starting right now.
Well, you can leave that up if you'd like.
Okay. I'll take me out of it. I'll just put you.
I do not see any catastrophic events related, or did not see any related or caused by the actual eclipse. All I see are reports of alarms going off, glitches, some power and service interruptions. I do see some kind of fire in the UK or overseas from the USA. We will live to see tomorrow. Okay. I don't know if it's necessarily a nothing burger, because I do think we'll hear news of things going on during the eclipse, or because, but when we get to in the news this week, the only thing I really heard about was watch the tides. Okay. RV news. More countries will go to gold this week. Okay. Now, I don't know if that's a Monday to Monday kind of thing. Probably. There will be conversations in high places about financial reform to save the old central bank system, and bribes to countries to align and stay with them, and no one agrees. Okay. The World Bank is now alliance. Okay, so when they refer to the World Bank now, they're on board with everybody going to gold. They're on board with the whole Nasara Jasara.
Wow.
thing.
Wow. Sorry.
So there is a difference between the old central banks and the World Bank. And he explained it to me. And so the World Bank is now alliance. The central banks in countries will probably be called that still, but they are tied to the World Bank in some way, but essentially are sovereign. So we're moving over to that. The old central bank's going to try to bribe countries. They're going to try to do things. They're going to try to offer up financial reforms to save the current system and try to get these countries to play ball and stay with them when everybody else is aligning up with the World Bank, which is the alliance, have their own central banking system within their country. And I don't know anything about this, so if it doesn't make sense, whatever, it's Jentel. So the central bank within their countries are tied and linked to the World Bank, but can operate within their own country in like a sovereign way. Okay? and those will be gold backed. The old system dies. Gold, precious metals, and minerals, he said, minerals are the new money and the future. Recap on this page. Don't see anything catastrophic related to or caused by specifically the eclipse. All I see are alarms going off. That was first thing I saw and heard. Some glitches reported, some power outages and service interruptions. I do see a fire somewhere. I think it was either the UK or somewhere overseas from here. We will live to see tomorrow. Now let's go over this RV news part again, just so everybody understands. If more countries will go to gold, we're going to start seeing more bink, 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 bink. We're going to have more and more go to gold. Whether it's this week or within the next couple of weeks, we're going to see that transition. Conversations in high places about financial reform to save the old central bank system are had, and bribes to countries to align and stay with them. No one plays ball. Okay? The World Bank is now alliance. Central banks in countries are tied to it, but are essentially sovereign. The old banking system dies. Now, I don't know how long this it takes a month to do this or whatever, but this is the rundown, okay? Gold, precious metals, and minerals are new money and the future. All right. RV news continued. Gold-backed currencies in the news this week and on the rise. He said on the rise, Michael said. So I don't know exactly what that means, but I think it's a good thing. Values. All right, grain of salt. I heard this. I could have said it in my mind, but I heard it, okay? Iraq. Posts a rate on 4/11. I heard it is a gift, and we got this before. In older Jentel, it is a gift to the people after the holidays. In the news this week. Now, this part of it, I try to get what I can. Half of it's me seeing things, half of it's me hearing things. Not all of it's going to make sense. We got bullet points. Okay? First bullet point. Rivers running over, and I heard down. Or rivers running down. So I don't know if that's overflowing rivers running down into certain areas and flooding those areas, or the rivers running over. So we want to keep an eye on the rivers. Okay? I feel like we're in for some water events. Now, news about illegals in USA creating or blamed for a problem. And I'm not just talking about, this whole, them getting free benefits and all that. Something happens. I saw a warehouse looking or silo looking building that explodes, or there's a fire there. I saw red and yellow look fiery. I don't know if it's a boom or if it just goes up in flames. Not quite sure where that was. Keep an eye out for that in the news. Watch the tides, storm activity, and be careful in low-lying areas. So we're talking about, beaches and those areas, rivers, stuff like that. Now, I just heard this. Ringer takes the fall. So I'm assuming these are things that I'm not supposed to have a lot of information on, but can tell you something that would match up. Ringer takes the fall. Another one here, just like that. Ingenious invention. Ingenious invention. We're going to see an attempt to spark race wars. So what the cabal and the old central bank system is doing, they've been trying to start a world war. Probably will get to some place close enough so that we can get, the resident in the White House out of there. They've been trying to start civil wars. They've been trying to start all kinds of crap, and it hasn't worked. Why? Because most countries are aligned with the World Bank and know what's coming, and they don't want to play ball with that stuff. They just handle the situation and move on. In recent years, they would have started some kind of war or something like that. So there's going to be an attempt to spark up the race wars. Okay? That might be tied to the whole illegals blamed on some kind of terrorist activity or problem. I'm speculating. I also heard this. It was just a sentence that I heard. Everyone is watching Russia for the... Oh, you're going to love this. All right. Listen's close. Everyone is watching Russia for the storm to begin. And I said, what do you mean the storm? You mean like the storm? Like the storm we've been waiting on? And he said, Russia pulls the trigger on the storm. This is fun. This is getting fun now. Okay. And then, a little concerned about this one. Hidden cells of people emerge. Now, this is what I was talking about. This is what I always saw from those who wish to do his home or taking back this great country, taking back this great country from those that wish to do us harm. I always saw these cells, these groups of people coming out of the woodwork, okay, and start to create havoc, terrorist activity, problems, protests that turn bad, things like that. Hidden cells of people emerge. So all of these things is what I got for in the news this week. That doesn't mean till Friday. That means for the rest of the week. Okay, or maybe within a week, or sometimes with the angels it could be a couple weeks, but let's just keep an eye out for these things. Really exciting about the storm one. That's kind of fun, and or it could be really bad, but it seems fun. So, but we're waiting for that scenario, and I'm always looking to him over there in Russia to get this political transition going. So, in a nutshell, what I'm feeling is that we're going to start seeing other countries go to gold. Then it's going to start to accelerate. We're going to see more of them go to gold. Okay? They're letting those people go to gold. It's rising. Everything's getting in place. We're going to have the political even out with that. And then they pull the trigger. All right? That's what I got for this week.
Okay. Wow. As you can see, the solar eclipse is proceeding apace. So we will drop that into the background for a while. And, Jen, we're too big. We're too big? Are we too big? I like it. I like us better like that, don't you? It's better?
Oh, it's more flattering, yes.
Do you want me to show can I show the Jentel on screen? Is that okay with you? Handwritten notes?
Sure. It's messy, but go ahead.
Yeah. I've learned,
little lady.
I've learned to read Jen's chicken scratch.
Wait, I can send you it. I can send.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Actually, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. I'm just going to go over it.
Well, Sue Rose, you're wonderful, and thank you so much for typing up the Jentel notes for everybody. Everybody loves it, and she's amazing. Thank you so much.
Okay, so yeah, the eclipse. They're not going to be related to the eclipse specifically, but anyway, alarms going off, glitches, and some service interruptions. Okay, the fire in the UK or overseas is going to be interesting. We'll keep our eyes out for that. Remember last week, Jen told you earthquake about an hour after the show. The earthquake happened. Other earthquakes happened during the week. The RV knows more countries will go to gold this week. Well, Jen, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Zimbabwe announced over the weekend they were going to gold. Today they did. So Zimbabwe is the first country to put out a gold-backed currency.
I mean, after that.
And then there'll be more. About that. You're saying there'll be more this week.
Yeah, I can't cheat. I knew that.
This will create like a snowball effect where it gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's the kind of thing that happens. Conversations in high places about the financial reform to save the old central bank system and bribes the countries to align and stay with them. No one agrees. Fuck you guys. No one agrees. The World Bank, and this is important, is now an alliance. That means, the World Bank used to be the enemy. So now when announcements come from the World Bank, we're going to have to view them as our friend. Okay?
Yes, it
The
has
old
been
system
taken
dies.
over.
Gold, precious metals, and minerals are interesting. I wonder if
This
oil
stupid
is considered.
document. What?
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm just reading from it. Don't worry about it. We'll just go there. I wonder if oil is to be considered a mineral. It's interesting. Carbon.
Minerals. I heard minerals, so I was surprised by that. So I just read it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Gold-backed currencies in the news this week and on the rise. Yeah, that means I think their value goes up, Jen. Or there's a rising number of gold-backed currencies. Either way, same thing. Interesting stuff. News this week. Iraq will post a rate on 4/11 as a gift to the people after the holidays.
And when is that?
Well, guess what? Their Ramadan ends on the 10th.
Shut up! I didn't know.
And they have
that's cool.
This
I love that.
Eid al-Fitr thing, which is the 11th, which is their day of giving.
Didn't know that. That is awesome.
Yeah, so you fucking nailed that. I didn't think you knew that, so you nailed that one. And that aligns perfectly. I was a little nervous
about putting that out because I didn't know when it ended. And
that would be Thursday.
I don't pay attention to that. Oh my goodness, that's okay. That's awesome.
Jen, do you realize what April 11th is? What day it is? It's Thursday. Do you remember what Charlie Ward said? Charlie Ward said a couple years ago, I can't tell you what year the RV is going to happen, but it's going to be April, and it's going to be on a Thursday.
And you know what I got? Remember when I told you that when we get our notification, it's a Friday?
Yeah. So
that's
we would.
Exciting.
Yeah. So we might have discussed this on Wednesday.
Fun. I'm having fun now.
But that's pretty cool. That's really pretty cool stuff. This all happens. It goes down the week of the eclipse, and rivers running over or down. Interesting. Illegals in the USA create or blame for a problem, which sparks the attempt to begin a race war. Okay, fine. Russia pulls the trigger on the storm. Hidden cells of people emerge. Oh, I watch the tides and storm activity in low-lying areas. That is related to the eclipse.
Totally.
That does not mean it's going to be catastrophic. It means there might be a little bit of flooding. If you live in Seaside, Oregon, maybe go inland.
Well, now this stuff is what we will see in the news this week. It doesn't mean that something that is catastrophic and it's going to be dangerous to you. It just keep an eye out. But these are the things when I saw and heard in the news this week. That's kind of fun because that's where we get all the Jentel confirms when things start popping up. And I like that. It makes me happy. And I could use a whole lot of happy right now. So that's why we do.
Yeah. So looks like it could be an interesting and exciting week. Okay, so I think that's going to do it for the Jentel segment today. I think that should keep us for the whole week. I don't know if you're going to have any thoughts over coffee left over for tomorrow because I really don't know if I can do the show tomorrow. It's tentative because I've got stuff going on here that I might have to go do in the morning. And the broker has said that he was told. Just sent me a message that he was told 4/11. Shut up! But for bonds, not for
I don't
the
care.
RV.
Either way, you do the bonds, the rest of it goes.
Once the bonds happen, everything goes. So that's fabulous.
And what was my original window, which I thought would be our exchange window, but
the
I
11th.
probably misinterpreted that, was the 11th, anywhere between the 1st and the 12th.
And the 12th, that's right. That was your window. So
all right, people, let's keep it positive.
All right, we have 554 plus 3. We have 900 people in the stream right now. Thank you for being here. I can't believe those dumb shit Jean-Claude has like 21,000 people in his stream for a bunch of dingbats to come on there and tell him all this stuff that's completely wrong about the eclipse last night. I don't get it. I don't know why we're not bigger, but thank you, each and every one of you, for being here. We appreciate all 800 of you in the stream right now. You guys absolutely rock. Keep in mind keep in mind that these shows are deleted off of YouTube almost as soon as the live stream is completed to avoid the censorship bug from YouTube. But they are all posted over on mikebara.blogspot.com, where you can pick up all of the latest shows and events. There's our stream today. Here's other streams. You can get my books. You can watch my lectures. Is the Calvine UFO photo a real photo of a UFO? No, it's the tip of Farragon Hill in Scotland. You can pick up my interview with Marina Sarin and all kinds of other cool shows, including some of my Seahawks stuff on my new Seahawks channel. So go over, if you ever miss a show, to mikebara.blogspot.com. Please also do not forget to visit our absolutely wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus, over at the CBDgurus.com, where you can get all kinds of wonderful CBD products for your health. Go to the wholesale tab, slide down to Mike B Wholesale, type in the discount code, which is ALIEN, no capital, no S, ALIEN. Press the enter button and get this week's specials. Check out our major below, must be wholesale buyer. Every order over 150 gets a free Mark Z hat and 100,000 dong. Every order over $75, not including discounts or shipping, receives 100,000 dong. And by the way, I don't know if you guys saw it, but Mark got his new tank wheelchair that can go anywhere. And the first thing he did was go to the beach, charged it up, and went to the beach and had a wonderful time. He was very touched by all of you that contributed by buying products from the CBD Gurus, which contributed to his new Panzer chair. That is what I'm going to call it, with treads on it. It's just really awesome. Anyway, come on over, pick up this week's specials. We've got the Miracle Gold gummies, the Lion's Mane, the Delta 8 gummies. Those are pretty strong stuff. Oh, and we have some new lounge pants, fish lounge pants, toes in the sand, and the American flag lounge pants. Pick those up as well, ladies. And the chocolates, the sleep gummies work really great. All specials, all prices, discounted to the wholesale from the CBD Guru for ordering from the Mike Bara page. Please head on over there. And also, please do not forget to go to MikeBaraPets.com, where you can pick up some wonderful mushroom-based products for your pet's health. These are absolutely wonderful. I've got Barkley on them. I'm trying to get Miss Muffy on them. Just absolutely wonderful products for your health and for yourself as well. Hit the shop now tab, slide on over there. I've got Barkley on the Mojos, which are freeze-dried liver treats with the Coriolis versicolor mushroom in them, as well as the mush puppies. Absolutely wonderful stuff. There's packages, there's startup packs, there's the super sauce for kitty cats. There's the mush ponies for your horses, and for people, there's the Versicolor mushroom immune system booster, which Diana over there, who runs this show and basically thinks it cured her of a very bad disease that starts with the letter C. I know some other people that are taking it for that, and they're showing great test results. I can't say it, but there's the reishi mushroom stuff. There's the Enforced Clarity, which I need, the Enforced Restore, all kinds of cool products for people, pets, horses, dogs, cats. Pick them up over at MikeBaraPets.com, and just send an email to MikeBaraPets@gmail.com if you have any questions about a treatment program that might work for you or your pet. Diana will get you right on them. And Jen, why don't you tell us what's going on over at JenniferFalah.com?
Okay, so the healings are still on sale. People are appreciative that they can get them from me for $39. That's really low. For the full toxic cleanse, DNA correction healing, that's a full healing. That's a cleanse. That's a healing. That's everything. Except if you want to add in like weight loss, which is also on sale. The weight loss healing is an everything healing and a cleanse, but then we take a step further and we have a talk with the soul. We do metabolism, put in this, like, it looks almost red. It's not red, but it's like a red kind of looking light that goes in there and like burns the fat, and just tell it to stay there for like 30 days, stuff like that. It's fun. But right now, I just dropped $1,000 the other day. I wasn't expecting out of the butt. Daughter can have a car that's not breaking down every 2 minutes, and be safe. Go buy some healings. Mama's got another kid. I'm gonna go probably have to co-sign for it or something like that too. So, a little nervous over here. So let's get in there and get some healings. I also have readings. Everybody's in a bad spot, so I'm gonna keep those prices down for a little while longer. On the healings, so everybody can get what they need. I do healings on people or pets. Okay, you got a pet who needs weight loss? I'll try the same thing. I don't know, but get on into jenniferfullaw.com. Oh,
okay, guys.
So, there were some people who messaged me about becoming or getting for psychic development and coaching to be a student of mine. If you would like to do that, you can email me at jmfullaw@gmail.com. It is all over the website, that email address, and tell me you're interested in that. I am considering taking on some more students. So I've decided, yes, I will take on some more students.
And that is what is going on over at jenniferfullaw.com. Come on, you guys. Jen brings you peace and comfort. So bring her a little peace and comfort by some of her services. She just
want to get the girl. I just want to pay the bills and have a nice budget where I don't have to count back from whatever when I'm grocery shopping, and get the kids in safe cars. So that's where we're at. Go and buy some healings. If you know somebody who's sick and you want to do bi-weekly or monthly healings on them, that's a good price to get them.
Good. Excellent. All right. The eclipse is proceeding. This is Mazatlan, Mexico. What we're looking at now. That is pretty wild. Big time celestial event. And let's see what happened to our other channels. Just want to double check them. Yeah, that's Detroit. Detroit sucks. Okay, so that is what's going on with the eclipse. It's starting to happen. And Dave Barra just reported that shadows are starting to lengthen here in in Las Vegas.
Oh, in Vegas.
Yeah, I don't think up in Idaho you're really going to get
any of it in the northwest. I think.
All right, guys. One of the best things you can do to support the channel, which we really super appreciate, is to go over to Rumble and subscribe for $5 a month. It's cheap. It helps the show. We appreciate it very, very much. And it gives you one very special privilege, which is that you are allowed to ask your questions first. If you have a little red castle next to your name over there on Rumble. So here we go with the Rumbles, and we're going to start with the people with the little red castles next to their name, and their questions are going to go first, Jen, during question and answer. By the way, Jen, how long do we have you for today? Do you have a reading at 11, or are we going
to? I'm good. I don't have anything. So
all right. So, and again, guys, if you're going to ask a question, we really need your first name at the minimum, and the name of the person or the pet that you might be asking about.
Got a hair in the eye. Hang on.
Sunny 2660, Little Red Castle, $5 a month. I don't have her name. But let's get to the question. Frank 26 posted a video from Hawaii indicating he had his currency in hand and was ready to escrow his dream home. Are we there yet? Well, we answered that earlier in the show where we're at. Gary wants to know, Gary wants to know if his stepdaughter Stephanie will move back to Pennsylvania or somewhere else, or stay where she is.
She's going to stay for a little while, but then she will make a significant move. I do see a big jump there. But for right now, she's going to stay put.
AJ Helfer. God, AJ, I forget your name. I forget your real name, but $5 a month subscriber. Let's ask the questions anyway. Jen, I normally dream very little, or at least I don't remember them. But over the past 2 weeks, I'm having weird dreams all the time. What gives? I think this is an eclipse effect. The same thing's been happening with me. But Jen, what do you think? What do you get?
Well, there's many reasons for that. There could be many reasons for that. But yeah, usually I just say it's the energies that'll happen. A lot of time we go through these phases where when the energies are just right, we'll have dreams that we're just dumping old stuff, and it's kind of like where old things come to the surface and we dream about them again. It's really just kind of like your soul saying, "Oh, are we done with this now? Can we get rid of this?" Yeah. And So that happens quite often throughout the year.
That's interesting because I had these dreams. I had there was an ex 2 nights in a row, like an ex of mine, or at least I think of her as an ex, and we were like, one of them was that we were both on dates with other people, and we ended up in the same place, and it was kind of awkward, but I had no feelings about it. So I'm like, that's good. Nadine Korn.
So something like that. A lot of people will say, "Well, does it mean I'm supposed to find her? Does it mean I'm supposed to be with her?" No, it's just old stuff.
Yeah.
That's coming to the surface now, and it just gives you an opportunity to say, "Okay, am I really done with this now?"
Yeah.
Cleansing.
Okay, Nadine Korn, Little Red Castle is now a $5 a month supporter. I think she was a supporter before, but people are getting unsubscribed. Guys, I think when you hit the subscribe button, and by the way, it's down at the bottom, this little subscribe button, you click on that, and then Real News Live, it comes up, and it says, Real News Live, let's go. Subscribe for $5 a month, but it's only on your computer. I don't think you can do it from your phone. So do it from a laptop.
Well, you have to click something to make it a monthly thing, and people just do it once, and it ends.
Yeah. So, well, our number keeps going up. We don't have 100 subscribers yet. We're trying to get to 1,000, but let's keep going. Dave Murtos is here. Good morning. Let's see what happens. All right. Lucy is here. Jen, my granddaughter's bird Cuddles. What a cute name for a bird. Is at the hospital now. Oh, diagnosed with an egg binding problem. Poor bird is sick, losing feathers. Any suggestions to help her heal? The family's very upset. So Cuddles the bird is Lucy's granddaughter's bird Cuddles is at the hospital. Anything you can suggest that might help recovery?
I feel like they're going to give her something that's going to soften the actual shell on the eggs or something, and to get it moving. And that's the hope that they have right now. We'll see how that goes.
Okay. Megan Angus, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, gets to go first. Hi, Mike and Jen. Jen, do you see my unemployment claim appeal getting approved? Megan.
In a week.
Okay, Jen, Carissa here, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Jen, can you ask Jesus why the gummy manufacturer that I'm working with isn't getting back to me? I haven't heard from them since I signed an NDA and provided my formula.
The what manufacturer?
Gummy manufacturer. Like, gummy bear treats, CBD stuff.
Why they haven't gotten back to her?
Yeah.
Nobody's doing their job. I mean, I feel like it's something like that. Do something to get into their face, to pop up again.
Okay. Danae, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, my daughter Isabel got into a few good colleges. She's hoping to get off the wait list on one and appealing a rejection from another. Do you see one of those latter two coming through? Isabel.
Oh, there's a third. What's the third?
I don't know.
There's a third. It's a better deal. So don't worry too much about those two.
Okay, maybe those are her two favorites, but anyway. Hi, Mike and Jen. This is Sharon, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. My son Joe is putting in a bid for a new apartment. Is this a good move?
There's a wait.
There's a wait.
But he gets in if he wants to wait.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
So there's a wait.
Right.
So I don't know if he's the first one to get the apartment or something like that. There might be like a month wait on that one. But if he does wait, he'd get in.
Okay. Rainbow 36 Lorraine here. Good Eclipse Day to you. $5 a month subscriber. Little Red Castle. Sky Prince is sharing that a humanitarian group is imploding. Does it feel to you that Connecting Consciousness is that organization? Interesting question. Lorraine wants to know.
No.
It's not it. Okay.
That's an opinion somebody put out there, by the way.
Yeah.
And if it's about connecting consciousness, it's not true. That is just from their perspective.
Mm-hmm. Scott, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Thank you, Scott. Says, Jen, you've been saying for a couple weeks, 8 to the 12th. You're on. That's right. You appear to be on. At least.
I actually said 1st or the 12th, but I'll take it. Thanks.
Yeah. David Murtos, Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Jen, the silver price keeps going up. How high do you think it will get this year?
This year?
This year. It is up to 28. On its way to 30.
In 24, I'm just going to stick with what I originally got, because when you start questioning stuff like that.
Yeah.
In 24, I originally got it would get up to 60.
Wow.
Okay. The big rise is really about this time in 25 that you see when people start talking about those huge numbers. Yeah.
I've got to get a money medal.
So I'd say somewhere around that, it's 60 to 100, something like that. Somewhere around that this year.
Okay. I've got to get us a money medals. I'm not sharing. Damn it. I meant to share. I've got to get us a money medal sponsor on here, Jen. Don't you think? We got to do that?
I don't know. I don't do sponsors, really.
Yeah, I know. Steel Girl said, Little Red Castle, $5 month subscriber. Please hit the thumbs up button. That's true on Rumble. That really helps. It'll help get our show in front of other people. Maybe someday we can have as big an audience as that dumb shit John Claude. Anyway.
I know why we don't have a big audience. I can tell you that.
I know too. Steel Girl, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Hi, Jen. It's Laura. Do you see if my husband and I will be moving within the next 6 months? Laura would like to know if she and her husband will be moving within the next 6 months.
Yeah, 4 to 6.
Steel Girl, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber says, Mike, Detroit doesn't suck. Only some people in it have given us a bad name. I hope for a better future for Detroit. Well, okay, Steel Girl, I've been there. So, you remember there's this movie called Kentucky Fried Movie? There's a spoof of the old Chinese Bruce Lee kung fu movies where this guy comes up and he says, "You can't scare me, you bastard." And the Chinese master says, "Take him to Detroit." And the guy screams and panics. No, any place but Detroit. Big Poet, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Ray asks, what kind of transition is seen in Brazil over the next few months? Yeah, the Brazilians are going to try to make Elon Musk into an international criminal on some false charges. Try to get him extradited. What's going to go on with that? What's going on in Brazil?
It doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen. Dave Wade, DeVito Wade. Hi, Mike and Jen.
I do see a lot of people like revolting or protesting in Brazil, though.
Yeah, because the government's illegitimate. They stole the election there just like they did.
I do see that coming.
Yeah. DeVito Wade, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Jen, why do I keep dreaming that I go back to work at a job I left in 2011? I had that dream too. I went back to Toronto and it sucked. Anyway.
That's the same thing as like I would have dreams that I was back in high school and I couldn't remember my locker combination, and then like my 7th period or something, I just never went, and then it's like finals day and I show up and they're like, "You've missed everything." That's a stress dream. It's a fear dream.
Yeah. Kat, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, wants to know when she will have access to the Ethereum that was converted from New Gen Coin. I don't know. I've got the same question. Jen and I talked about it offline. We don't know. What after the RV, I guess. Because I'd like to sell my new Gen and pay some bills. But
it's just kind of floating out of there in the universe right now, not doing anything.
It's still there.
That's all I can tell you.
Yeah. Lisa Lucy says, I keep having weird dreams about leopards, tigers, and elephants that are scary. Any ideas what that would mean?
Really? I do think there's some kind of past life connection to that. I do think something you watched on a screen kind of woke that up, and because of the energies, you kind of had a little bleed through of a memory, and now you're dreaming about it. I don't think it's like an omen or anything. I don't think it's like, lions, tigers, and bears are coming. Interesting, though.
Okay. Annette Bowden, Little Red Castle, $5 rent subscriber. Annette here, will my husband be working out of state in 2024 consulting? Annette wants to know if her husband will be working out of state this year.
Nope.
LV Adams, Victoria. Hi, Victoria. Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Thank you. Do you see me renewing my apartment lease for another year in June?
I think you might renew it just to give yourself a little more time to get into the whatever house that you're buying. I believe that the scenario is, and then you do something to get out of that lease.
Cool. Okay, let's slide back up, get a few more Rumble questions. Kitty Cat, I don't know what name that is. We need your real name, folks. Can you see how Chris's procedure will go tomorrow? Can you connect with that?
Who is this?
We don't know. I don't know. Kitty Cat 52.
Give me a second to tune into that one. So the name of the person is Chris. Jesus.
Chris's procedure. Will it go well tomorrow?
For the most part, yeah, you will hear some kind of talk about something that was a little bit difficult or a little snag, but nothing catastrophic. Everything goes well. Yeah.
Okay, Donna says, Jen, this is just a fun post RV question to keep the vibes up. What kind of house do you see for me and my hubby John buying post RV? What does it look like to you? Thanks as always. Love you. This is
And what
Donna.
was the name?
Donna.
Gabriel. I see a ranch style home with a porch on the front, not necessarily like the white, pretty southern style. I'm getting more natural tones and stuff, and I'm actually seeing some land around. I don't see a lot of trees. I can't tell you the exact location and make your decision for you, but I would say I'd say high desert. Pretty close, maybe a little bit above that in elevation because of the foliage I see. Kind of looks like Montana, but that is pretty high. I want to say I'm down more south in the country. Could even be something southern, but yeah, looks like you get land.
Okay, let's slide over to YouTube.
There is kind of like a hill behind it, so I don't know how big that hill is. So just get this one screenshot,
Okay, let's slide on over to YouTube. Jane Meyer says, Jen, years ago you said country after country would go to gold and the U.S. would hold out until the bitter end. That's right.
Did I?
That is exactly what we're setting up for.
That's what I think I'm seeing now, yeah.
Yep. I
think the U.S. and the U.K. are probably the last ones to go. There might be some other small countries. Somehow those two are connected.
Anyway, that's what you said. I remember you saying that. Baja Girl says, I'm jumping up and down. I got hot goosebumps. This is a big deal for me, breaking out of my donkey mood. This is all right. Well, good for you. Good for you, Baja Girl. And she says, my daughter that I'm staying with just left to meet a friend for lunch. I told her just to be aware while driving, not a negative, just an awareness. Yeah, eclipses can be weird. They're gonna affect brainwaves. It definitely does. Not necessarily dramatically or negatively.
It'll be fine. I see her having dinner. Okay.
Rick says in Ohio, the eclipse ETA is around 2 p.m. Eastern. Well, we're coming up on that relatively soon. Yeah, it's happening. Everything's happening. We're excited. Yeah, Mike, an ex-girlfriend from 15 years ago just sent me a message. Guess this eclipse might have evil powers. Well,
and that might be that people are just having dreams and old characters are popping up in it.
I got a FedEx delivery. Dave Barra, any chance you could go pick that up? Hang on a sec. Actually, Jen, I'm gonna drop out. Can you talk just for a sec? And I'll go do this.
Oh yeah. Okay. So to keep the vibes high today, I'll some tips on doing that. Some things that I have to do sometimes. Okay. The best thing you can do is watch something funny. I don't care if it's Facebook videos. We're looking for the funny today. We're looking for the laughter. If you can laugh, there's something about the way your body and your soul is made. When you laugh, you lift your vibration very high, very quickly. Now, don't laugh at other people's expenses, and you're going to ruin it. All right? Just laugh. Okay? And if you can get other people to laugh around you, they're pulling in more life force energy from God. You're pulling in that. It's like a boost. Okay? Then after that, don't deflate. Okay? Start thinking positive thoughts after that. Another thing that you can do is ask yourself, what can I do right now to make these people around me happy? And so then you're pulling God's love and light into you, and you're pushing it out. That's going to raise your vibration. And while it's in there, it's always in there. But when you got more of it in there, then you start thinking positive thoughts about your future. You start thinking about what I can do to make this person happy today, or that person happy, or lighten the mood, or make somebody laugh. That's how you do it.
Okay, I missed all that. Neighbor got a delivery, and it was apparently for Dave. Noya's girl says, same here in New York, and where I am, borders, Connecticut, and the chemtrails today are insane. So many more doing it all day, just not like anymore. Yeah, they don't want you to get the energy from the eclipse, but the clouds don't block it. A little water vapor is not going to block it. So go out there and keep your thoughts positive and bring this whole thing in anyway.
Now, I did have a thought. I don't like negative thoughts, but if you do have a bunch of minions out in the woods practicing some kind of dark religion,
yeah,
okay, and they're waiting for some special eclipse on a certain day at the last ditch effort to try to do something,
yeah,
to save their asses, let's overpower that by being beacon of light today. But I'm thinking that might be maybe inside intel of some groups trying to do something, conjure up some big bad guy. I have no idea what they do out there in the, stupid. Anyway,
yeah.
God's more powerful than that. All right. So we want to help God out today, and we want to be beacons of light in the darkness of the eclipse. Okay.
Okay. Jen G says, Jen, I'm in the suburbs of New York, about 1 hour from the city. Can you ask God if New York will have an earthquake again in 2024 that will create destruction? Will there be another New York earthquake this
year? No, but there may be flooding in streets. I think they pretty much squashed the whole underground problem in New York. There might be a little bit. Okay, so what I'm getting is cells coming out of the woodwork would be groups of people, right? I don't know why you would use the word cells. They might try to go down and occupy these areas that have not been blown up, that have not been taken care of. And if that's the case, they just might get flooded. Sorry, but
Niagara Falls would be a great place to watch this. Yeah, it would. Niagara Falls is beautiful if you've never been there. It's beautiful in the winter. There's this thing they call the snowball, which is this in the winter when it gets below freezing. There's this huge ball of ice that forms at the bottom of the falls. It's really incredible. It's a beautiful place. Expecting 91% totality here in southeast Wisconsin. Should be fun. Yeah, we're only going to get 51% here in Vegas, but it should be relatively, it should be noticeable. Dave says the shadows are getting longer outside. I don't know if I noticed that.
And if this is like some special, like a terrible cult day where they go out and do weird crap, try to summon up bad guys, wouldn't they want to hype up the fear of an eclipse so that the energy, the collective energy, supports what they're doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I really don't think we have a lot to fear today.
I don't know why in Junction. Why have they switched on this video to Junction, Texas? I don't give a shit about Junction. I mean, they're almost at totality over here in Mazatlan. And see how dark it's getting in Mazatlan? Look at that. We're just almost right there. Let's see if we can maximize that.
And just as a mom thing, in case anybody doesn't remember or know, do not look directly at the sun. If you got the eclipse, you can hurt your eyes permanently. Just tell everybody that we assume everybody knows that, but some people forget and they're just like, oops, now my retina's ruined. Okay. So don't look at it.
Okay, Jen. We already asked that question. Okay, I don't know why that came up again. Jen, this is Sandy. I'm having a lot of trouble walking. My left hip into the leg gets unbearable. What can you possibly see wrong?
Sandy. You got some arthritis in there. You got some crusty things, and there is possibility of some kind of hairline crack in there. I'd have that checked out. You want to go have that hip looked at? I mean, I don't know if that's like, I see a line. So go and make sure you don't have anything serious going on with that.
Okay, let's share that tab instead. All right. My youngest daughter is in totality in Indiana. She doesn't 100%. She doesn't talk much to me. She will soon. Okay, that's good. A lot of eclipse stuff in here. Okay. Victoria's got a candle lit and she's signing off all internet. Okay.
Why?
Wow, just keep getting the same messages. Linda Smith says didn't get any notice. That sucks. It's just censorship and suppression. Yeah, you just have to know that. You have to know that. Wow, we're almost there in Mazatlan. You have to know the show's on Mondays, unless we tell you otherwise. I just wish Putin would end it before Ukraine joins NATO. Just get it over with. I don't know. Jen, does Ukraine have to join NATO before we have the big event that removes Biden?
I don't really know. All I see is like this old-fashioned scale. And on one side is the financial and one side is the political worldwide. And they're waiting for them to come to a place where they're both kind of balanced to trigger this.
Right. There we are in the moment of totality in Mazatlan. Look at it's pitch black in Mazatlan outside. Wow.
Wow, that's cool.
Wow. And there's the corona. There it is. The moon is exactly 2,160 miles across, which happens to be the exact same number of years of an age in the precession of the equinoxes, and is exactly the right distance to be the exact same size as the sun and create total solar eclipses. And some people think that's a coincidence. It's not. Wow, that's cool. See, now it's already starting to get lighter again in Mazatlan. Wow. That would be cool. I got to do one of these someday. I got to do. Yeah, Jen, what you're talking about, R.L. Nielsen says illegal potential terrorists have been hiding out waiting for instructions. They're sleeper cells. You're talking about sleeper cells.
Sleeper cells. That's why I use the word cells.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that's not my definition. I always call them groups of minions, That's accurate then. Wait for that. What do you say about that? Tides, low-lying areas. Hidden cells of people emerge.
Yeah, sleeper cells. Yep.
Emerge from what? Is the question. Tunnels? Yeah, that'd be cool.
As long as there's no devil dogs and aliens with them. Remember the devil dogs, Jen?
Telling you, blow them up. Whatever you see, just blow it up.
Yeah, don't waste time with bullets. Go with the grenade launcher. Okay.
You see some kind of weird devil dog alien running down the street? Blow it up.
Looking forward to the state of pass and loving the work I'll be doing, which won't be work, just fun. Bring on Starlink. Okay. Yeah, the ZIG. The ZIG is the new ZIG. The ZIG is the new Zimbabwe gold-backed currency. So that's great. The Rivers. This is an interesting take. Ernest Rutland. Or no, not Ernest Rutland. Patriot Noyes girl. Patriot Hero. The Rivers could be financial liquidity. Jen, is that what? Could that be symbolic of the Rivers? Could it be a symbolic reference? Will it be rivers or will it be?
Well, what was said was I actually saw water. So rivers running. What he actually said is rivers running down.
Yeah.
And what I saw was rivers running over. So I put over or down. Rivers running down. Wait a minute. Rivers running down. I don't know what we think about that one. Let's see what we get with that.
I'm still occasionally bleeding from this gum where I had my tooth removed. Just irritating as fuck. Sorry. Jen, can you heal that? Right there.
Probably.
Please.
Well, I can't, but God can.
God can. Jesus can. I didn't say that Biden has to be gone. We don't know how it's all going to work out. That's what I've heard, and that's what other people have said. Mike, your video is delayed or something and talks over Jen. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Is it still doing that? No. It should be fine. Gold and silver still climbing.
Oh, that's just him talking over me.
My God. Well, that's because you pause. You stop. You're like William Shatner. You're like Captain Kirk. It's like,
well, you give me no time. You're so patient with me. You're like psychic Pez dispenser. Spit it out, Jen.
The Klingons and Romulans are attack. And then you stop.
My hearing just went out.
Do I have to say something here? No dead air.
What did I do? Hang
on. Are we going to have to exchange in 21 days? I don't think so. That's in the country for the people with the Zim. They want the old Zim currency to be exchanged for the new Zim currency. Mike is like an old Godzilla movie. Wow, I didn't know that was happening. So, Jen, can you hear? Are you okay?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I can hear you like you're way far away. I have to get a stupid nothing headphones that have no mic on them
Or get
to do this, and no, I can't hear it all.
You can't hear anything? I'm not talking. Can you hear me now? 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 Can you hear me now?
Oh, wait. This stupid wire.
Jen!
Crap.
Jen!
Don't touch anything. Say something.
Jen.
Nope.
Jen.
That's not it.
Just read the question.
Hang on, let me put the old ones on. Where are the old ones? There we go. Hang on, just give me a second. Talk to us yourselves.
Okay, yeah. Well, 420 is a date. Cliff High has an important date. Just saying. Yeah, Cliff High's a clown.
Who knows about 420?
The in country, the 21 days is just in country for people to trade in their old currency for the new currency. Chris Iverson, Batman, silver is at 27.83 right now, record high. Cliff doesn't understand how the physics and everything really works. He thinks he does, but he just gets everything wrong. I just ordered my Guru's goodies. Good for you, Diane. Jen, you can hear everything, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
What are you thinking about the dong and the bolivar? Well, Jen's told you before that the dong is going to be very, very good for everybody, and that the bolivar is like going to be used for humanitarian projects like the Zim, right, Jen?
No, I never said that it would be used for humanitarian projects, so that wasn't me. What I said about the dong is that I was most excited about that currency revalue because it's cheap to get and you can have a lot of it. And what I originally heard, and I'm not a financial advisor, do not buy anything because of me. I'm a psychic and it can be easily discredited. But what I got for the rate was 4.29 I actually heard 4.29. That is what I heard. The Venezuelan Boulevard. So for the 1 million note, it's kind of a tan color. I got that there would be 375,000 per 1 million. Okay. And that's the one that everybody's been picking up for like 69 cents or whatever on a deal, but by a bunch of them. That's what I got for that. The average checks I got, and I don't know if it's billion. What's the denomination on the aggregate checks?
It's in the billions. Yeah.
Okay. So I got 330,000. I think it's per billion, but I'm not sure if they're 100 million or 100 billion or 1 billion.
I think they're 100 billion. I got some of them stashed away. I should go look, but I haven't.
Yeah. So whatever that is, that everybody picked up, and that the most popular one, I think it's 330,000 per. Not per. So per 100 billion or per billion. I can't remember which one it was.
I think it's per actual check, right? I think it's the check. It's like whatever the denomination is on there.
Yeah.
It's the piece of paper. Like if you have 10 of them, it's 330,000 times 10.
Yeah, if you got 1,000.
I think that's what
you're good.
Oh, we're almost in Torreon, Mexico. We're almost at full totality. Looks like we're there. Baja Girl Jen, Christine is here. Okay, will my daughter Taylor start to reach out to me more? I would love for us to renew our relationship.
Not really going to start seeing until the turn of the year. So next, into next year, yes.
Okay. Sonny Carstead. Hello, Mike and Jen. Thanks for the show. Can you tell me when I will get a job? Please?
Well, if you sit around on the couch and do nothing, I don't say anything. But if you get in there, I see an interview in about 3 weeks.
Alessandro Zabalza. Hi, Mike and Jen. My name is Angela. I would like to know if I will move along with my family post RV to the east or west coast of Florida, and when. Excuse me.
The answer is, if you will move, is yes. When? Really up to you. It depends on when you find something. After the RV, what I see is this wave of people moving in, mass exodus into Florida is going to start happening. So as soon as you can jump on that, I would, to get a place. But there's also going to be people putting properties up for sale who've been waiting to get out and go other places. So a lot of activity with real estate and everything post RV in Florida.
Lori Yoder. Jennifer, a while ago you said my husband Brent and I would move in August. Are we still on track for that? And is it August of 2024? That's what she told me on my reading a year ago, my year beginning, year ahead reading. And she said last week of August, I see you moving. I moved in the last week of August.
See, his situation, we thought, was because of the RV, but it wasn't. If yours is because of the RV, it's been moved. So.
Okay. Let's switch.
Yeah, I'm seeing around July, August. Yeah.
Slide on down. Nadine Korn, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber over on Rumble, says, hi, Jen. We live very rural. How far will we need to travel for the RV? To do the exchange? I guess is what she's asking.
I think it's like 20 to 30 miles. Do you have a military base there?
Yeah. That I think they've set it up so that everyone is within 50 miles of something, of someplace. Okay. Little Red Castle, K-Turtle. Oh, Laura G. White, 2016, is now a monthly supporter. Little Red Castle. Thank you, Laura. We appreciate that very much. $5 whole a month. K Turtle 8. Hey Jen, this is Carissa. Do you see me remodeling our house or completely rebuilding our house? And roughly when?
Everybody wants to know when. What I actually see is like a room addition and then like a big outdoor area in the back, like a either revamping or adding to or putting on like a covered patio kind of barbecue area, and then there's some big square addition off the side. I don't know if that's within 6 months or 6 years.
You got 6, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Sarah, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Thank you, Sarah. Do you see me buying any more property this year?
Probably not this year. I don't really think you find anything that's exciting. I mean, I think it would be just like an impulse buy. But I do see something coming like next March. Yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
It's a series of lots.
Okay. Is there someone, Annette would like to know, is there someone or something around me?
Well, the answer to that is yes. There's always someone or something around you. Especially you. Not in a net that I'm terribly familiar with, but you get a lot of visitors. Yeah. It's probably a medium.
Layla would like to know if she's pregnant.
I don't do that. There's this ingenious thing that you can just little stick that you pee on that'll tell you that.
Pee on a stick, Layla.
I don't do the pregnancy questions, never have in the public arena. That would have to be something private.
Hi, Jen. Sandy here. Is there something wrong with the house I'm looking at in Gloucester? I'm wondering why it has not sold.
Whoa, there just might be ghosts in that house. I just picked up on that really strong, and I'm really excited about it. You have to send me pictures. Send me pictures on my email, and I'll take a good look. God, what's the history of that area, that place? My goodness.
Gloucester, Massachusetts is very haunted.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
I'm seeing like soldiers and like I'm seeing all kinds of stuff in that area. Why don't you let me do a house cleanse on that place before you buy it or move in?
Yeah.
Yeah. For free. I'll do it for free just so you're safe. But yeah, send me the pictures. I'm excited now. I want to see it.
Tammy, did we ask this question and answer? How will Chris's procedure go tomorrow? We did. It was Tammy. Yeah, and it's going to go okay. Batman.
Oh, that Chris. No, you. Let me take a closer look now that I know who it is. Yep, same deal. It'll go fine. They're going to talk about something minor that could be of concern, or maybe it was a little hitch, like a little hiccup or something, but everything's fine. So I feel like he's sent away, and everything's cool.
Batman says the eclipse has started there I think he's in Florida, right?
All right. So we're getting up on close to 11:30. I got to get going.
All right. A couple more questions and we'll get out of here. Hello, Jen and Mike. Tabitha says, lots of love and light for you both. What type of business will Amanda and I start?
Well, that really is your decision, but let me see if I can get any kind of clues. Has something to do with scents. I can smell good smelling things. Apothecary kind of smells. Has something to do with that.
The answer to that, Lone Wolf 1, is Alien. ALIEN, all lowercase. That gets the discount code on the CBD Gurus, and thank you for going there. Jen, let's do one more. Maria wants to know, well, my daughter Nicole is flying to Florida April 16th to return on the 20th. Will it all work well and be uneventful? Yeah, like will the engine cowling not shred on takeoff?
Oh my God, don't say that to a mother. Don't even suggest that. You're going to flip her out. All right, so, all right, let's see if the baby gets there. Absolutely fine. Everything's going to be okay. You don't have to worry. She's going to be okay.
Rita, Jen, do you see me moving to Texas in 3 to 6 months?
No. Change of plans.
I'm just checking to see
really
if there's
good idea. It's a really good idea. I'm excited about it. You're going to like it.
You're going to like it. Okay. I just have one, Jen, this is a pet one, so I want to ask it before we go, okay? Larry says, will our dog Molly Stelfonta injection kill the cancerous tumor in her leg, and will the open wounds in that leg heal like they're supposed to? Poor Larry's been sharing that on
Larry, okay, Molly.
Sharing that on Telegram.
Yeah. But they're going to have to add in something along the way or after, like an antibiotic, because there's infection in it too.
Okay, that is going to wrap it up for us today. Why am I so little? Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I know Jen does too. Keep watching the eclipse. It should be beginning here soon. We should start getting some noticeable changes in the outdoors. And if you're in the path of the eclipse, enjoy it. Especially if you're anywhere near Niagara Falls, just go drive to Niagara Falls and go hang out there. It should be really cool. So, all right, Jen, that is going to do it. Big Jentel today. Thank you all for being here. Jen's out on a limb, so remember to support her. Okay? Be good friends to her. Go to her site. Help her out. Jen's got a car to buy for a little.
No, I just got everybody's coming, and then we just found out the husband got laid off.
Oh, great.
Okay, Father, let's get it going now. Okay, but this is just one of those times. Okay, we all go through those times. There is sun on that horizon. Okay, so everything's gonna be fine.
Jen, can we do one more pet question before we go?
No, it's 11:27.
All right, guys, love you. Thank you for being here. Jen said no. She's mean. She hits me when you're not looking. She hits me and stuff.
No, I have people who pay to speak to me at a certain time, and I don't.
Bye bye. Everybody have a great one. Jen and I will be back Wednesday. Toxic.